What's going on, guys? My name is Zak Kincaid. I'm a filmmaker and I run a video production company here in New York City. I've worked with clients all the way from Dwayne Wade and the Chicago Sky to small mom and pops who had little to no budget. And so in this video, I'm going to take you through the steps that I personally use to take myself from fledgling freelancer who was part-time and barely making any money to full-time production company owner. Step number one, stop charging hourly. If you are coming from the corporate background or any kind of 9-to-5 work, you've been told your entire working life that your time has a specific dollar amount to it, and that does not work when it comes to creative projects. The main problem with charging hourly is that one, you as the creative are not getting paid what you properly should, and two, the client wants to pay as little as possible, so a lot of the times you're cutting corners to try to get it done as quick as possible. And all this ends up to is you being underpaid and the client getting something that's not nearly as good as it could have been. And so it's really important to convey to business owners that they are not hiring you for the hours you're putting on a project. They're hiring you for your expertise in getting the project done correctly. Now, while I still believe that a per project rate is the way to go, a lot of clients do want to stick with that hourly. I personally have some I work with hourly, but what I like to do as a good middle ground is to give them a set number of hours that I think this is going to take to complete this project and come to an agreement. And I like to always project higher hours than it might actually take me. That way I'm not eating any money. Say if I say I'll do it in 20 hours, but it really takes me 30 hours. I'm not eating that difference. But if I say it'll take me 40 hours and it comes in 30 hours, well then they're extremely happy because they're not having to pay that extra 10 hours. And if you really want to maximize your income and get paid more than what your hourly rate is, well, that's why we move to a project basis. Number two is to charge for every service you're providing rather than just the final product. Which one would you be more likely to buy for $10,000? Yeah, we'll show up, we'll film it, we'll edit it, and then we'll give you a video, it's 10 grand. Or would you pitch it like this? This is an actual agreement that I sent, got signed, paid for. For creative development and pre-production, we're looking for a producer, production assistant, production coordinator, client meetings, scheduling, and production prep. That's gonna be $1,021. For 1 day full shoot, we're looking at a director of photography, production assistant, first AD, sound recordist, art director, camera operator with premium equipment package, Red Cinema camera. You're charging for that camera package, lighting and grip package, standard audio package, and hard drive rental. That's going to be $5,135. Video post-production, we're looking at a post-producer, editor with 4K editing system, color correction, motion graphics designer, stock footage search and rights clearances, closed captioning, file compressions, master file creation, cloud-based delivery, digitized log footage. It's going to be $2,431. Audio post-production, we're looking at a producer, audio engineer package, final audio mix, $357. General expenses, insurance, travel, legal, digital archiving, and general office expenses, $498. Extras, Sprinter van rental for location and set moving, $400 for a grand total of $9,842.50. They had no problem paying this, and I didn't mislead them and make them think I'm going to have 20 people on the set. I told them, yeah, we're going to have 4 people, but we're all going to be managing multiple hats. These are all the positions that we're going to have to fill. Versus I could have said, yeah, me and 3 other guys are going to show up. We're going to shoot the video. It's 10 grand. You see how you position it? When you itemize your product out so the client can see exactly what all is being done, they understand like, oh yeah, this seems like it would cost 10 grand versus 10 grand for one video? Why? Number 3 is VBS, or value-based selling. If your client is a pizza shop that, makes on average $2 to $5 per customer that comes in, you're going to have a hard time selling them a $10,000 video because you're going to have to bring them in a ton of clients for them to make their money back, and it may just not be worth it to them. Versus someone like a car dealership or a doctor's office where each client they get, they're making, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars off of this client. Well, then it's a lot easier to sell them a $10,000 video. You have to know what the video is actually going to make for your client. And you never want to price a video higher than what the client is going to make in return for the video. That's not good business for them, and it's not good business for you. I had a client once tell me that a video I sold to him for $5,000 made him $15,000 within the first week of running the ad. So just be very upfront with the business and ask them, what is the lifetime value of a customer for you? And this isn't something that's intrusive. In fact, they'll feel like they're dealing with another business owner, which they are. You have to understand that. And if you ask them this and they don't want to tell you, probably don't want to work with that client anyway, because you're trying to make the money. You need to know what you need to hit numbers-wise to make the money. Number 4 is charging a retainer fee. And this is how you can work with those smaller clients while still maximizing your income and giving them a price that they can afford and actually makes sense for them. So say they want to shoot a video with you that's $2,500. You could say, okay, I can shoot that video, you shoot it, then they don't have any budget left to do anything because they paid you $2,500 up front. Or you can say, okay, let's, instead of spending all our money on one 2 to 3 minute video that you're then going to have to put money behind, let's do a couple of 30-second micro content videos, and we'll do these over the next 3 to 6 months, and it'll be $1,500 per month. The way you have to look at it is, yes, you do have to work over the next few months, but you can do batch editing where you really have to show up once a month and then edit that and then make $1,500 per month, and you have a guaranteed 6 months of revenue. It's beneficial for you because you have guaranteed income and you're not having to front load all the work, which means you can get more of these smaller clients. It's also beneficial for those smaller clients because they're able to spend that money and then recoup it throughout the month to be able to afford the next month. Number 5 is simply upsell your client. And I'm not saying charge them more than what you agreed on or charge them for hours that you didn't work. I'm saying provide them with another solution that they may not have thought about. Say you have a client that you have worked with for the past 3 months and you're continually gathering all this footage and you're storing it. You can say, hey, you know what? We could probably take this 2-minute video we shot and cut it into multiple 30-second videos and run those as well. Would you like me to edit that for you? They're getting more pieces of content and they're getting more value for what they paid in total, and you're also making more in total on this original agreement. So rather than paying $5,000 for, one piece of content, they could pay $6,500 for one hero piece and 5 smaller pieces, which you're making $6,500 on that one contract, but you're not having to film any extra. It's just extra time editing. And really, when it comes to micro content, short form, vertical, you're really just cutting it up, putting some captions, sending it over. You can be done with all of those revisions in about a day or 2. If you take all of these steps throughout the next year, I guarantee that you can go from, part-time to making a pretty decent income out of this. And you'll be able to spend more time working on your business rather than working in it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.